AITA for calling the cops on my sister after she snuck shellfish in my food. 1, 21F and my sister, 23F, have never had any issues until last week. She and her husband, 23M, had invited me over for a lunch, which is normal for us. I have a severe shellfish allergy. Even touching it makes me extremely itchy. My sister is completely aware of this and has been since we were children. When I got to their house, she said that food was already finished and in the fridge. She claimed that it was just a tuna pasta. Yes, I can eat tuna and many other fish, just nothing with the shell. After she finished cleaning up, we had a short conversation about what's been happening in our lives since it had been a while since we'd seen each other. I got this strange feeling from her, but just brushed it off as I was extremely tired that day. She grabbed the food out of the fridge and served it for me, giving me a small bowl, in case I don't like it. I couldn't smell much of it, and from what I could smell, I just assumed it was fish, but when I took a bite, I almost immediately felt my throat burning. I was coughing and grabbing at my throat, and her husband kept asking me if I was choking. My sister turned to me panicking and saying, "I thought you were exaggerating." An ambulance was called and I was rushed to the hospital. I was thankfully okay, but they had made me stay to be monitored for next 2 days. My sister and Bil had tried to visit me, but I told her to get out. She kept apologizing and refusing to leave. I told her that I'll be calling the police on her for what she'd done, as it's literally attempted murder, and she lost it. She kept screaming at me saying, "I know you're faking this. You always act like you're allergic to shellfish, so I wanted to test you." I'd been pressing the call button for the nurse, but they heard her regardless and had asked me if I wanted them removed. I said yes. I explained the whole situation to her and the hospital security and eventually decided that with the help of the nurse and security guards, I'd file a report against her. My mother is saying I'm overreacting and that I should have just cut contact, but I don't know anymore. Also, when I was a young child, my sister had witnessed me have a severe reaction and went to the hospital where I underwent treatment. She was also there when I was informed I had a shellfish allergy. You may be wondering why I never had an EpiPen on me, and that's because I didn't feel the need to, as she was my sister. AITA? Edit. I'm not in America. My country has free healthcare, so I can't make her pay any medical bills for me. Edit. This has already been updated. Edit. I'm sick of the people who refuse to read then continue to blame me for not having an EpiPen when I was never fucking able to get one. I was never able to get a prescription due to doctors refusing, like what had happened to many people in the comments too. This post wasn't able to pen, so if you come here to mention it, you'll be blocked. Update. Update. Just like to say to all of you who are blaming me for not having an EpiPen, man, absolutely 0 cents. 1. Not everyone can afford one, even if you have free healthcare, because it's not 100% covered. 2. Not everyone with an allergy carries an EpiPen, and 3. She was my sister. Why woke I feel the need to bring an EpiPen to her house for a homemade lunch. Obviously now I know to save up for one. Anyway, this morning I went into the police station and with the help of the nurse who overheard everything, filed a report. I wanted to know what I could do, and that said that they could realistically only give me a temporary protective order while we wait for the court date where the judge will decide what's best. Yes, the hospital has cameras, so I'll ask the hospital if that can be used as evidence in court, or even with the police, as I still need to write a statement. Other than that, almost fully recovered and back to work tomorrow. I know it's a short update, but that's all I've got for you guys. Also, the only reason I'm updating this so soon is because I originally posted this in another sub a few days ago.